Think60's extensive lesson library now includes 6 lessons that guide students through writing assignments found in today's workplace. In keeping with the Think60 approach to contextualized learning, adult students learn to write in meaningful and relevant workplace scenarios. This approach creates an online learning environment where students build their writing, decision-making, and critical thinking skills, employability skills that will serve them now and in the future. The primary writing assignments are focused on writing email. Why? Because regardless of one's position in an organization, email is the most common form of written communication in the workplace. It is the fastest and most efficient way to communicate internally with colleagues, supervisors, as well as with people outside the workplace, such as vendors and suppliers. The topics that provide the context for each lesson are relevant to the adult student, which will motivate and engage them. This is the hallmark of Think60. Sexual harassment is a very serious problem in today's workplace. In this lesson, the students follow a scenario where a female employee is harassed by a male manager who is not her boss. Reading the passages, students learn what is and is not sexual harassment through the actions of the characters. Students then work through a series of activities that culminate in writing the employee's email to her boss and human resources about the harassment. Many employees work second or even third jobs to make ends meet. Often, employees are unaware that their company may have policies and guidelines regarding outside employment. In this lesson, students learn about the moonlighting policies of a company by following an employee who needs to work a second job. The series of activities culminate with the students writing an email to the employee's supervisor informing her that the second job complies with the company policy. You have a great idea to improve things in your workplace. So how do you make your brilliant idea a reality? In this lesson, students learn that if they propose the right idea at the right time, it could benefit the company and the employee. Students first read how a shipping manager uncovers a problem and resolves it by proposing a change to his boss. The activities teach students to effectively communicate the idea to the boss and coworkers. In this lesson, the students read an email exchange between 2 coworkers that work different shifts but share a workstation. One employee has a problem because the other employee leaves the workstation a mess after his shift. The lesson provides guidelines for proper email etiquette and how to communicate effectively with coworkers. After working through a series of activities, the students write an email from one employee to the other along with a response. Communicating with people outside the workplace is as important as communicating with internal employees. In this lesson, students follow an employee placing an order with a vendor and working with someone who is new to the job. Mistakes are made that jeopardize the order and the delivery date. Students work through the activities and then write a response to the vendor following the guidelines presented at the beginning of the lesson. Think60 uses relevant and meaningful context to teach basic writing and language arts skills. Students learn about the steps to produce good writing by learning that the first step is researching and organizing the writing task, then writing a draft that will be edited and revised before it's sent. This is especially important when writing emails, especially when a person is angry or upset or writing to the boss. Students learn to consider who will be reading the email before they write it, a very important first step in all writing. They also learn valuable do's and don'ts about writing emails, such as being brief, being careful of your tone, proofreading, editing, responding in a timely manner, and not to use emojis, and most important of all, understanding that email is not private. Once it's out there, it can be potentially read by others. The lesson library includes a special lesson on how to answer open response questions. This is a critical skill, especially in testing situations. Students learn and practice the steps to creating quality responses to open-ended questions. In addition, there is a workplace context in this lesson. A company is about to relocate, and the students, through a series of activities, learn how the relocation affects one particular employee. This lesson is ideal for students who struggle with open response questions in the Think 60 reading, science, and social studies lessons. So don't hesitate. Go to think60.net to request a free preview of one of our new Writing in the Workplace lessons. In the comments section, just indicate which lesson you would like to review.